Mr. Zuma.
Do you have any objection to taking the prescribed oath?
No.
Do you consider the oath binding on your conscience?
Yes.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
It is important that we all respect one another. That we must say things we know about other people, not just tell things that we cannot prove. This commission, from my understanding, was really created to have me coming here. And perhaps to find things on me. There has been a drive to remove me from the scene. There are spies that are infiltrated by us in his organization. Whom we want to nurture, that they grow within the structures of the ANC to a point that at some point they will have to lead the ANC. I had to be charged. Before being charged, I was removed as a deputy president of the country. 2005, because I was implicated in the arms deal. Bear in mind that I was not in the national, I was not part of the processes, I was in the province. And it did not make sense to me. Of all the people who dealt with the arms deal, not a single one was ever, or there were ever allegations against. But there were allegations against me. There was information that I'm going to be talked to so that I resign from the leadership and go to Nkandla, and I'll be looked after. Just resign. There was a rumor that I would be given something like 20 million, and I would be maintained. Or if I resigned, this case will then have a way to solve this case. And I was saying to myself, that plan is now being implemented. These people don't know that I know something about the plan, because myself and John Nhlanhla, we did not report it to the entire leadership. It remained in the corridors of intelligence. I asked my organization, what have I done? And I got no answer. Maybe, Chair, having said what I've said, let me deal with my relationship with the Gupta family so that you don't suffer. Members of this family were brought to my residence in Oliver Tambo when I was the deputy president, where I saw them for the first time. They were coming from Mahlambandlovu, from President Mbeki. The person who introduced them was Isop Pahad. They were introduced as good business people, but they were also comrades, members of the ANC. And that's how some of my family members got to know them. The young man who was still very young at the time was there, saw them and introduced them. Having known that we have been trying to have business who are progressive, to establish a media sort of alternative voice of what is happening. I think even people who are ANC members had tried even to partner with other people. It had never worked. At that time, I was the president of the ANC. I then said to them, men, and making a suggestion, can you try a business, a media business? Because we are comrades, we need an alternative voice. There are many attempts that have been made before. I'm making this point because that relationship ended up, insofar as we are concerned, who want media that is progressive, helping to have this media that was able to report differently. That is an extent of the kind of friendship we had. I have been attacked, even when I'm coming here. Part of the reason we have more visitors today than any other time, because I'm here. Some people I know for a fact might know that I know things about them, and therefore they are not going to like me. But I've behaved for decades. I've not played around with intelligence information. I've lived with people who don't know I know about them, because that was not what I was trained for, to use intelligence wrongly or carelessly. If Zuma takes out remove Pravin Gordhan, would shut down the economy of this country, we must go and tell him. And indeed, Mbalula came to tell me. I said, but what he has to do with us? I didn't know that he's a member of the ANC to decide how the ANC must deal with these matters. What is his problem? I said, go back to him to say that's his problem. But he said, we'll shut down, we'll make the rent flat on the ground. I never thought I would be nasty to people. And I think I can be nasty. I've been over-provoked. People coming, saying things about me because I'm not going to revenge. The very fact that intelligence organizations, which today are key instruments to run countries, the war today is fought at intelligence level, no longer at the hard guns, etc. A worrying point is that one of our intelligence, which was still under the hands of the apartheid regime, conspired with two other intelligence organizations to do things in our country. What made Comrade Nwako to behave the way he did here, saying that I've auctioned the country, in the NEC, I just do what I like. He's carrying out an instruction. They concoct everything just to deal with Zuma. I've resigned as asked by my National Executive Committee, and I'm staying there, far away. But even when I'm staying there, there is a plot to kill me.